Hello, and welcome to episode 232 of Prog Review. And if you haven't read the title and description, I'm talking about Crime of the Century by Supertramp, and that's the third time I've recorded that because my mind has been elsewhere. It was the band's third studio album. It was their breakthrough. Can you believe it? Released in September 1974. I'll tell you, I've got nothing. I don't know where to go with this. I listened to it 3 times. Two of those twice. I did nod off. It never happens. It never happens when I'm playing music. Well, unless it's ambient stuff. Unless it's Frippanino or something like that. Supertramp. Apparently they're progressive rock or art rock. I fail to understand. Please use the comments box below. Someone please explain to me how this band are progressive rock or even art rock. I've never heard so much middle of the road nonsense in my life. Middle of the road, very safe, very dull, very, very dry. Not for me. This isn't brain food for Darren. This gave me nothing to work with. It opens with the track "School," which is "We don't need no education," but more convoluted without the hook, and with the wacka wacka guitar that made me want to stick knitting needles in me ears. Well, yes, indeed. Then that's followed by "Bloody Well Right." Oh, well, you already know the title. It's going to be a little bit funny. Oh, weren't we funny? And it starts with this plinky plonky Rhodes electric piano thing, and that always puts me into alert mode. Always be careful with that. Oh, it's eccentric. Oh, bloody well right. Oh, and there's this more wah-wah effects and all the instruments, and it veers from hard rock to a supposedly amusing chorus, and I just found it all too bloody safe and boring for me. Hide in Your Shell. Yeah, more bloody plonky plinky Rhodes Fender bloody blinky plonky and saxophone. Oh, wash with saxophones. Oh, I hate the saxophone. Oh, unless it's King Crimson saxophone or Baker Street. It wasn't played by Bob Holness. That was an old legend put around. And by the time I get to Asylum, it's all beginning to sound the same. It's all beginning to sound a bit samey to me. But we get to Dreamer, the hit, the single, the one rock that this man can hold on to. And I'm holding on. I like Dreamer, even though it's got that plinky plonky, piano thing going on with it, because it's the only song on the album with any fucking character. It comes from left field. You got Hodgson, the guy with the high voice, singing it, and it is, it's a little bit, like I say, left field. It's a little bit strange, but there's a lot of bags of character, and that's what works for it. I didn't really feel that a lot of the rest of the album actually had any character at all. It was all rather bland and kind of wishy-washy. But Dreamer, it kind of sits there, and it to me, it's obvious why this was a hit and why it was the breakout song of the album, because it is a strong piece of writing, and you can sing it along. Yeah, but I mean, bloody well right. I can see what that is, because you can hum that as well. But some of the other songs are just zzz. Again, Rudy. I had hopes for Rudy. He opens up with like sound effects, wind, tinkly piano. I'm thinking, this could be good if it doesn't disappear up its own arse. No, we're going back to MOR territory, middle of the road, and but at the end, there's a section towards the end where the band kind of flexes their musical muscle, and I nearly got behind it, but overall, it was pretty lackluster. If everyone was listening, kind of reminded me of the Beatles or Wings or Paul McCartney or something. And Crime of the Century, which is the big title track, which people apparently love. Oh, I don't know. Just left me wondering how I'm going to get through this one. Do they have kippers in America? That's the one, isn't it? That's how it goes. Yeah. Kippers. I don't know. Anyway, I tried to like it. I really did. And I did. I mean, I don't know how this can be classed as progressive rock or even art pop or art rock, or whatever you know. Can you compare it to like Talking Heads or XTC or bands of that ilk? You know, Supertramp are just like this real middle of the road. I mean, what surprised me was how booming transatlantic it sounded. And again, recorded in 1974. You know, they got this like kind of mid-Atlantic thing going really well. It was really FM friendly. The production I thought was really cool and really good because, you know, it sounded pretty modern and, you know, pretty cool in that respect. From an album from 1974, very, very good production. But alas, it's not for me. This was recorded for those people that like FM radio, FM rock, oh yeah, and not for bubbleheads like me who like you know. I know things are a little bit more weird and wacky. So yeah, I mean, as a rating, I'm giving this 2 Dreamers out of 5. That's 2 Dreamers out of 5, and those 2 Dreamers are purely for the track Dreamer, because I remember it from being a kid, and I really do like the song. I think it's a very good song, and musically it kind of stands alone on the album. I was going to make a joke about good Hodgkinsons and bad Hodgkinsons, but the guy's not called Hodgkinson, so it's Hodgson. So I should be refraining from that attempt at humour and alienating further people, subscribers, who feel that my humour is somewhat near the knuckle. But anyway, I shall be listening to more music on the pile. Maybe after this, maybe I should go and listen to some It Bites or Argus by Wishbone Ash. Yeah, actually, It Bites could be funny. You rotters, you've done this to me deliberately. And with that, I'm going to beg you to subscribe. Please subscribe and view. Where have all the viewers gone? Where has everybody gone? Please thumbs it up, or thumbs it down if you didn't like it or don't agree with it, because it was all the same. It all registers interest in the great big YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to sit on my Facebook, tickle me Twitter, and you can do what you like with me Google Plus, because I don't know what it is, and that's about it really. I don't think there's anything else to mention. No, there isn't. So we've come to the end of this episode. Hopefully you found it at least amusing, my funny gurney facial expressions. And that's it. I've been talking about Crime of the Century by Supertramp. Kept calling them Supergrass before, you see. This is the problem, because I love Supergrass, and that's why it took me 3 attempts to get the title right before. And this is probably the least progressive rock album I've ever heard. There is nothing progressive on this album at all. There's nothing that's going to frighten the horses. This is one to play to your girlfriends, I reckon. That's how tame it is, and that's that. And I know a lot of you out there love this record, and you know what? I can't help it. I can't help myself. But at least, hopefully, you've been entertained. And with that, only one more thing to say, and that one more thing is Prog on.